Hey everybody, I'm back in my living room and I just wanted to share with you guys some Candyland decorations that I'm doing. So I got everything from the Dollar Tree spread out in front of me here. These are going to be for the ice cream. I'm turning these party hats into some ice cream cones. Got some red pool noodles that I'm just turning into Twizzlers, giant Twizzlers. I got one of these roller cutters here that I'm going to try and use on it real fast. Then I got all these containers here, or cups, and I think I'm going to use them as gumdrops and put glitter and some salt or something on them. I want different colors, so I got green, red, blue, yellow. I wanted different sizes. I also kind of wanted to make a large one, so I got a basket in case I wanted to do a larger one. So I've got a red pool noodle here, and I was just messing with my, not X-Acto knife, roller cutter from Dollar Tree here. It's kind of cool because it's got like a retractable feature to it. Right now it's open, and all you have to do is close it. You're supposed to be able to press that forward, and then the blade is no longer exposed, so there, that's what it looks like open. And I'm just going to try and kind of cut this in a straight line real quick, so wish me luck. Alright, so I don't know how straight that was, but it definitely did not go all the way through. It works really well for cutting the pool noodle, but obviously is not very deep. That's probably like 1/4 of an inch maybe, so it will not go all the way through the pool noodle. I'll have to get scissors or something to cut in there. And this one's kind of beat up and old. You can kind of see a faint line there. Alright, so I just finished making lines with the roller cutter. I'm always going to forget what it's called. And I didn't cut myself yet, surprisingly. So I just made 3 lines. So I'm going to split it into 3 groups and then twist it around. Something else like a wrapping paper roll to make it look more like a Twizzler. And the good thing about pool noodles is once you like score it like this, it should be easy to pull apart and use scissors if I can't pull it apart to kind of help with that. So I'm just gotta pull apart the sections now. I kind of started it here. So I'm literally just pulling these apart. If you put your thumb in between the two and pull, it's easier with 2 hands, but it's just really easy and it's coming apart really nicely. The edges are going to be jagged in the part that wasn't cut, but that's okay because I'm pretty sure they'll be hidden once we twist them up. So here I finally got these all apart, and the pieces are definitely not all even, but I think they're close enough, pretty much. I'm going to wrap them around something like this, for example. I'll share the idea I got off of Pinterest for you guys down below. I'll try and link that. But basically, I just put them together like this, and then twist them around the pole or something like that to make it look like a Twizzler, sort of. So I was just kind of training these now that I have them cut from the first noodle. I was just kind of wrapping them around here, twisting it up to kind of train it to, be twisted so it'll actually stay. And then when I actually put it on there, I will just probably hot glue it or something. So the first one is done. I just gotta cut up the second pool noodle now for the other one. FYI, I started using scissors for this one, and it's almost easier, especially on the ends. So you don't really need this thing, but I still recommend it because it seems to cut pretty well. It might be a little bit more difficult in the middle of the pool noodle, but scissors are definitely working probably a little bit easier, I think, on the ends for this one, and it's a little more even now. Alright, so this one is all cut up now, and you can see how I'm twisting it on there. I think it looks kind of cool. So once you twist a couple of them together on there, it looks more like a Twizzler, definitely. But if I let go of this, you can see it still kind of is in a twisty shape, but it won't stay. Excuse me. Alright, so now I'm going to work on, I think, the gumdrops. So I'm going to spray these with some spray glue that I got from Dollar Tree. Multi-purpose ProMark spray glue. I've got some white glitter and some salt. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on there. On all of them real quick. So yeah. So this is what the gumdrops look like once a few of them are done. It's kind of hard to tell with the green ones because they're clear. But I kind of like them better that way. They look more like real gumdrops because gumdrops are a jelly, texture. So I actually like the clear ones better than the paper ones. But I like the different sizes. So I just have a few of these done. I mixed the salt and the glitter. So I think it looks really pretty. I don't know if I want to do anything about the tops being white. I think it looks okay. Kind of looks like they got snow on them or something. I don't know. I didn't really think about painting them before gluing the salt on there, but yeah, that's what it looks like so far. So here are the gumdrops when they're all done. Well, some of them could probably use another coat because the ones that have more on them, like a thicker layer on them, I think look better. But I am kind of running out of the salt that I poured out here, as well as the adhesive spray. I can tell it's getting kind of light, so I might not be able to do a second coat on all of them. But yeah, that is all the gumdrops I think I'm going to do. I could do a few more. I have, more cups. It was like a 10 or 9 pack or whatever for all of them. So you could do as many as you wanted, but I thought this was a good amount for a gumdrop mountain sort of thing for the Candyland decorations. So the adhesive spray is definitely out now. I finished the whole can of this stuff from Dollar Tree. It was 1.8 ounces, so it did, I think that's 10 gumdrops. So yeah, definitely adhesive spray is the way to go though, because it's a lot more even and not patchy looking with the salt on there. So now that the gumdrops are done, I can work on the ice cream cones. So I got the 8-pack of party hats here from Dollar Tree, and I'm kind of making it into an ice cream cone mountain. So it's going to be sitting like this and not like, that it's going to be upside down. So it'll look like an ice cream cone, I think, with like pink or blue paint dripping down it. So it's going to be, a little different, like a mountain. And then I got this paint from Dollar Tree that I thought looks like ice cream cone color. And then I'm also going to work on some cotton candy. I've got this old cloud here that I had already covered in cotton balls. Some of it's falling off, so I'd have to patch that up. And I'm going to cut this up to make cotton candy shaped pieces of paper with cotton on it, and then I'm going to paint it with watercolor to look more like cotton candy. And then I have real paper cotton candy holders that I'm going to put one on each for decoration. So this is what they look like, completely cut out. So I just cut a few of these shapes out of that cloud. They're all different sizes, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's really small, and the first one I made was really big, but it's alright. They can be different sizes, so it's just poster board that I glued the cotton balls to, and I kind of stretched them out, and I have to still add some more to touch it up, and then I'll add the color to it. So I have them all filled in here. I added more cotton balls. I just used regular white glue, the Jot brand. I just wanted to fill in kind of where it was missing on there. And I'm going to try and use watercolor to color it. I got this watercolor set from Walmart here. And I'm hoping it doesn't water down the cotton balls too much and it still looks fluffy like cotton candy. So I'm going to do some pink and some in white. And hopefully it turns out here, but it's going to take a while. think I like that pink color. So I'm trying not to use too much water to, like I said, make the cotton candy or the cotton balls kind of be watered down too much. I'll do the first one here and see how it looks for you. So here it is, like a third of the way done. It doesn't look that great and it's taking forever. Don't recommend this method, but I probably should have known that before going into it. It kind of looks like cotton candy, but after it's already gotten wet and been kind of like formed together. Anyway, it's not as fluffy now. It's still very wet. Yeah, so I guess it's working, but it's definitely not the most efficient or best way to do that. I'm trying to paint with my left hand right now. Also, the cotton kind of sticks to the paintbrush. The last time I did cotton candy, I ended up using a spray bottle and kind of making watercolor out of like just water and paint. Or maybe I did use watercolor, but I used a spray bottle to try and evenly coat it, and it was a little bit faster than this. So yeah, I might try and do that if I can find a spray bottle, but for right now, I guess it's working. So this is the largest piece of cotton candy that I made, but it is taking forever, and I have now run out of the pink watercolor that I was using. So I don't really know what I'm going to do now to figure out something else, but it's not even completed. It's about 2/3 done. And yeah, still taking forever, so I'll probably have to use another watercolor or something and try a different method. Also, this is still super wet. It hasn't dried yet at all. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, so just ran out of the watercolor. Don't know what I'm going to do now, but I am also going to use the blue colors for some of these. So this is as far as I got with the pink watercolor. There's no way I can get any more out of that. I didn't quite finish this corner, so I'll have to figure out something else to do. Use a different watercolor color or real paint and find a spray bottle or something. And now I've just started with the blue. So I'm using that light blue watercolor there, so it's a really pretty color. But it's a smaller size, so I should be able to finish this whole thing in the blue color, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so the blue one is done, and it used a lot more of the paint than I thought it was going to, even though it was smaller. So yeah, we got one done, one almost done, and also I accidentally dropped this one in the water bowl, so it's gonna take a while to dry. So that is all I'm probably gonna be working on for tonight, and we'll give it a try and finish the other ones later. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I started working on the ice cream cones. As you can see, I've got a few done here. Haven't gotten the cotton candy done. Haven't really found a good way to do it yet. This was the last one I tried. I just used acrylic paint and mixed it with water, and it's a little uneven. It doesn't look great. So I'm still working on that. The ice cream cones aren't working out the greatest either. This is the first one I did, and I actually turned this one inside out. But the rest of them are just party hats, and they have such a shiny coating on them that the paint is just flaking right off. You can see it just literally flaked right off because the holographic coating does not let the paint stick to them at all. So I might have to turn more inside out because I think this one turned out okay. But that's because I was painting on cardboard and not on the shiny side. And then I'm just using this paint from Dollar Tree. It's like a tan color. And then for the brown, I have an apple barrel nutmeg brown. So I'm just working on that right now. And like I said, I might have to figure out something else so it stops flaking on me. So I just took this party hat apart. It's just a little tab. You can see here, and the paint is coming off really easily because it obviously doesn't stick to it at all. And I'm just going to try and turn it inside out so that the cardboard on the inside shows outside, and then I'll have to just tape it shut with masking tape like I did the other one, and that is how I'll have to do this. I thought getting a pack of party hats to paint would be easier because they're already in the right shape. But yeah, it's not turning out to be so easy, so hopefully this works still. Yeah, so I'm taking a break from the ice cream cones right now while some of them are drying. I have the tan color drying. I started working on the cotton candy and trying to do something a little different. It's seeming to work a lot better and a lot faster than the other techniques I tried. So before I used this acrylic paint from Apple Barrel in Cloudless, but I just mixed the water in with it. And this time I just put the paint right in with the bowl of water, so it was already mixed in and watery, and it's just a lot faster. And I use this giant brush, so it takes like 2 seconds. There are a few flakes that were on my brush, so that is probably not a good look, but hopefully it looks okay when it's dry, because there were something on this brush. Yeah, it's seeming to work a lot better. And then I'll finish the ice cream cones once the tan color is done drying. I realized I didn't share with you these other types of ice cream cones that I was trying to work on. So I just used some tan construction paper and drew the lines on with a brown colored pencil. I got this pack of, neutral colored pencils, so I used one of the brown shades from there to draw the lines. And then I just cut the 2 different sizes, so there were 2 different sized circles, so it looks more like an ice cream cone. And it was kind of difficult to figure out how to tape it at first, but you see I've just got rolls of masking tape on there keeping them together. Yeah, I think that turned out pretty cute. So I'm working on the pink color here now. I just mixed in a little bit of white with it to try and make it lighter. I might have to add more water. But basically I just use this Apple Barrel paint in pure pink. That's pretty messy, but I think it'll probably have to be a little bit lighter for a cotton candy color, so I'm going to add more water here a sec. Alright, didn't actually make it lighter, but we'll see how it looks when it's on the cotton here. Hopefully it looks like cotton candy, because the other pink color I did was very, very light. So I don't know what to do now because that did not work very well. I even added white paint to this and more water, and it is not toning down the pink at all, and that really does not look like cotton candy, besides the fact that there are parts of this missing cotton balls. Now that I add water to it, it's obvious. So I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. I might just add blue to it, but yeah, this is a little too pink, I think, for my cotton candy, but the blue turned out really nicely. So I just mixed the blue with the pink. I just combined them. That's what it looks like in the water right now, but it kind of made like this purplish pink color, so I guess that worked out okay. You can see that one. I just put straight up blue in there, so it's literally 2 different colors, and that one's more pinkish purple. Yeah, but it looks more like cotton candy, I think, so that'll work out. I think I'm going to be done with the cotton candy, and then these should be dry now, so I'll make the brown lines for those.